How you doing? This is John and welcome to John's Long Box. Today we're taking a look at The Saints. This was a crowdfunded comic, meaning that I went to Indiegogo, I heard about it, and I went to Indiegogo and you paid for it, a couple of weeks, couple of months before it came out, and when they raised enough money, they published the comic. Now, why did I do that? Because, well, let's go right to the credits. Here's The Saints, and I'll tell you one reason. Here's all the credits. So this is Patrick Stiles as and I know nothing about him. Christian Rosado, I know nothing about him. But there you go. Mike Baron and Patrick Stiles, they do the writing. And Mitch Breitweiser and Patrick Stiles are the co-creators. Mike Baron, for those of you who may know, was the creator and writer of Nexus. And if you've been watching my channel, you know that I've been on a Nexus kick. So when I saw Mike Baron's name attached to something sight unseen, I backed it. And let's see. So this is November 21, published. As far as I know, this is the first appearance of this comic. So when I opened it, I was like, and to be honest, I forgot I did. So when I got it, I was like, well, what is this? I kind of ignore updates, stuff like that. So I get this comic in the mail, and I'm like, I don't remember. I thought it was a mistake. I looked up my eBay purchases, or I'm like, oh, yes. I crowdfunded this. And then when I opened it, I saw the cover. I thought it was great. And then I got to show you this. They gave me this little pin, which was just phenomenal. I love this. I love that little pin. So, and then I opened up the comic, and I was immediately disappointed. I was like, oh man, this art, it's independent comic book artist. Sorry, Christian Rosado. And then this first page, here we have this guy, he's like a Chris Helmsworth looking guy. He's brand recognition. He's with the girl, and they're talking about basically he's an influencer on Instagram or TikTok or whatever. They call it Yip Yap in this comic for, whatever. So I was like, oh man. Keep in mind, I saw the name Mike Baron and I was in. So I don't know nothing about this comic. I don't know anything about it. I was super disappointed in this first page. And then I find out he's ditching the girls. He gets a call and I'm thinking, oh, is he a mercenary? What's going on? And here he is. And I'm like, okay, so he's some mercenary. And I see they kind of have like cameras on the head. So I'm like, okay, so like he's an influencer mercenary. That is pretty cool idea. And he gets to this archaeological dig, and there's the cultist guy who's worshiping whatever. He's all, crazy. And so what is going on? Then they look at his face. It goes to the Vatican. They're getting all sketchy. And I'm purposely being vague because this is brand new. And I'll explain my philosophy in a minute. So I'm just going to breeze through this. I'm not even going to show the whole comic because it's brand new. And then, of course, the reluctant assistant. I don't want to work with him. He's an archaeologist. Okay? So I was like, oh, okay. So what is this? I don't even know what page this is. But by this page, I was kind of hooked. So he's an archaeologist influencer. He has to sneak. This girl doesn't want to work with him anymore because she's straight and by the book. And he's rogue, dangerous and everything. So he's like Indiana Jones with an Instagram. And she's like, I don't know. I'm trying to think. So he's like Laura Croft, Indiana Jones, and she's straight by the book that a real life archaeologist, and they don't work well together. So he's famous. He has to hide, and they're going on a dig. And here they are. They're going to Japan, and this will be the last page I'm going to show, and I'll explain why. So they get to Japan, and when they're in Japan, they find a medieval knight's tomb, and well, I lied. I'm going to show one more page. So she's like, oh my God. So she's getting all into it, even though she doesn't want to work with them. And he looks, there's a bomb underneath. So somebody got there first. Bomb explode. Bomb's going to explode. They jump into this coffin to survive. Okay. I don't think I'm ruining everything by telling you they jump into this coffin thing and then survive. But I'm going to close the book now. So this book, by that page, I was into the art because I thought it was going to be like a superhero thing. So that, to me, that's not superhero art, but it is intrigue, action, adventure, thriller art. So it works really, really well. So what Christian Rosado, at first I didn't like your art, but then all of a sudden I realized it was perfect for the story. The character, first page, I did not like this character because I thought it was going to be about some shallow, vapid, whatever. But it kind of worked. I don't like him, but you like him. He's the lovable rogue, the scamp. He's the bad boy. And it won me over. And I like that he's, the cliche. He's brilliant at what he does. He's rogue. He tries to get to these archaeological sites because somebody's going around and destroying them all. So he's going there and putting them on the internet and photographing them and, preserving them because they're getting destroyed. I think that's the gist of the story. And I say I think because it's part one. Then they got this Illuminante little connection. It's pushing all my buttons. I forget which video I was talking about how these days I've been interested in conspiracy, Illuminati theories and stuff like that. So this comic, it's got it's got a good character. It's got a great premise. And then I like the two characters. That's such a TV thing. I don't want to work with you. You're a loose cannon, stuff like that. But now I got to work with you. There's another character, one of the guy's daughters, that they're using her as a hostage. So the father tells her to disappear. Great. That's all I'm going to tell you about that. That was really, really, I like that. Where is it going? And then there's a Lovecraft link. And I know Lovecraft is overused these days, but I'm a sucker for Lovecraft. And no, it wasn't just tentacles showing up all over the place. That kind of stuff just drives me nuts. So they did a proper Lovecraft reference. So I like that. So this comic hit all my buttons. I'm to me, I've crowdfunded a bunch of comics, and the thing about crowdfunded comics is the art is always phenomenal. The stories are always lacking. I'm sorry for all you crowdfunder guys. This one, the story, I was hooked on. I want to see this in a movie. This was a great story. Great story. Love the characters. I love the dialogue. As I was reading it, I'm saying, this is real dialogue. This is how people talk. There was background characters, they were in a crowd scene, the background characters. It was real conversation. Guys, crowdfunder guys, whoever you are, Indiegogo, Kickstarter, whatever, make sure you get yourself real writers. Say the dialogue out loud. So listen to how it sounds. Because that's, to me, is the biggest weakness with Kickstarted, crowdfunded, Indiegogo, whatever you want to call it, comic, is the writing. This one has it all. By far, this was my favorite crowdfunded comic that I've read so far. Let me premise that I have a big stack of ones that I haven't read yet. Really good. And this art just works for this type of story. I feel a little bit bad not liking it at first when now I can't imagine any other artist do it. It just works. It reminds me of Thief of Thieves by Robert Kirkman over at Image Comics. Just it's a good thrill. It reminds me of the Ed Brubaker with I don't know if they're supernatural or not. High spy action, James Bond as a glory-seeking archaeologist who may or may not be glory-seeking. Maybe he's doing it for good reasons. I don't know enough yet. And that's just it. I want to know more. This was really the first crowdfunded comic. When I was done with it, I was like, all right, you got me. Where is it going? I'm going to be looking to see when they do the next one. Maybe there's another one out, and I don't know because, like I said, I kind of ignore all the updates. I kickstart stuff, board games. I kickstart comic books, and I could be just swamped in 100 emails a day. So I just look to see if it's time to pay for shipping or something like that. So you got me. This is the Saints. The Saint. Okay. Here's the back cover. Save the past, rescue the future, world-renowned archaeologist. I didn't even read the back here. Falls down a rabbit, so I didn't know. I just went in by Allegiance Arts Con. Good stuff. This is it came with this bookmark and a sticker and this little lapel pin, because you pay like $25, so they gotta give you $25 worth of stuff. I really liked it. I thought this was excellent. High praise for me. I got it today. I read it today. I'm doing a showcase for it today. I bumped other stuff because I was excited for it. And that's why I don't want to show the whole comic. Because I don't mind showing the whole comic, talking about the whole comic when it's a 40-year-old comic, they all made their money. This team is looking to make their money, so I don't feel it's appropriate for me to show off all of their stuff. Hopefully, I gave you enough to get you interested to decide whether you want to get it or not. I don't know how to get back issues of this. You know, go to Indiegogo, see if there's a late pledge. This is the Saints. I'm sure they're going to do a second volume. Maybe they'll resell the first one. It's a real shame the way the comic book industry is right now, that stuff like this is hard to get into as many people's hands as possible. It is a real shame. You know, fortunately, I'm in the position where I could spend. I have the disposable income where I could buy a premium quality comic like this, but you know, I don't know. I just wish the comic book industry could correct itself and fix itself and get comics like this into this should be coming out from Image Comics, put in every comic book store. This should be selling 60,000 copies, you know, in a perfect world, 100,000 copies in a perfect world, because it was that good. But now I think I could feel the ramble button starting to switch, so I'll stop now and I'll say thank you. I appreciate that you took time out of your busy day to listen to me ramble about comic books. I'm having so much fun doing this channel. Please like, please subscribe. I made it to 102. Wow, can you believe that? I got 102 people subscribed to my silly little channel. Thank you so much. And Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy Hanukkah, whatever you celebrate. Have a happy time. This comic put me in a good mood, and the only shame now is I gotta wait to see where this is going. Hit all my buttons, and the eye is looking at you. Thanks a lot. See you around. Bye bye.